keep it going for Kathleen, everyone.
Thank you. Revenge. You know you've wanted it. You've wanted it over here, too. That sweet satisfaction of knowing that somebody who did you wrong got what they had coming to them. My story begins with a bright-eyed little girl in 6th grade, and that was me, whose family moved out of the parish school area, and now I had to take a bus, the public school bus, to school. I got on the bus. I never had, first of all, note to self, there is something in the air about buses that breeds bullies. I got on the bus. I started walking down the aisle looking for a place to sit. And unknown to me at the time, her name was Mary, looked at me and said, "Go!" Now, I came from a good Catholic family, and I never heard that language, and it was the days before cable, so I certainly never heard it on TV, let alone not in my house. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of cowered and went on my way, found a seat. For the rest of the year, I pretty much found every excuse in the book to have my father drive me to school. Why I never told my parents, I don't know, because I used to tell them everything. Anyway, that was 6th grade. 7th grade, my parents got the great idea to send me to Gwen and Mercy Academy. That's a whole other bullying story. Flash forward to 8th grade. Now I'm going to the public school because I didn't like the academy. And there's Mary, waiting, just waiting. I was tortured 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Called names that I didn't even know what these things were, or these people were. I knew nothing. I was confounded. And again, I never told anybody. She usually confronted me at my locker, so basically what I did was I carried everything that I owned with me all day long so I wouldn't have to go to my locker. Anyway, things got better in 10th grade because I had a 6'4.5" boyfriend by then. So I guess he was intimidating enough to keep her away. Flash forward to senior year in college. Now I was going to Rosemont College. I was up at Penn State for the weekend, and I was there for a rugby tournament, and I decided to take a walk around campus, and I look down the street, and I see somebody on a bicycle, and I hear, "Kathy!" I stopped. Who do I know at Penn State? Who knows me? Nobody. Now I know what you're thinking. No, it wasn't Mary. It was Debbie from my old neighborhood coming down the street. And she looked at me and she said, "How are you? What are you doing here?" And I told her. She said, "Did you hear about Mary?" Out of the blue. This had been years. I said, "No, what?" "She was shot." I said, "She was shot? What?" "She was killed by a policeman." I said, "Well, what happened?" "I don't know." "What do you mean you don't know?" Those were the details I had. Now, this is in the day before Googling and internet, and you couldn't find out information, and I wasn't in touch with anybody in the old neighborhood. So basically, that's all I had to do. And I don't know how I felt at the time. I felt sad. I felt sad because I thought of the life that she had lived, even from 6th grade, and how she was. Fast forward about 10 years, I'm in lethal weapon training. That's another story. And the policeman who was doing the seminar happened to say during the seminar, "I know policemen that have shot citizens and citizens who have shot policemen." And he happened to be from my hometown. So I went up to him and I just said casually, I said, "Do you know the story of so-and-so?" And here he was the policeman who had to go to the home to deliver the message that she had been shot. And again, just keeps coming back to me. It keeps coming back to me. I'm a teacher now. And when I see bullies, or people being bullied, it hits home. And one of the things I really recognize, especially teaching middle school, is the fact that that behavior begins, and a lot of times, if it's not curbed by an adult stepping in, you could have a tragic ending like she did. So basically, if you ask me about revenge, in this case, all I can say is, I can't get no satisfaction. Thank you.
Kathleen, everybody.
Good story. Thank you.